Gentlemen, let me ask you a serious question. Have you ever wondered what really happens to your prostate after 60 when you practice daily masturbation? Some men whisper about it, others avoid the subject completely, but as a urologist, I believe it's time to bring science into the open. Because here's the truth, daily sexual release, whether through intimacy or masturbation, is not just about pleasure. It directly affects the health of your prostate, your hormones, and even your risk of prostate disease. And no, it's not simply good or bad. It's about balance, blood flow, and understanding how your body changes as you age. In today's video, I'm going to share with you exactly what happens to your prostate after 60 with daily stimulation, the hidden risks of doing too much or too little, and the foods that can actually improve blood flow, strengthen your prostate, and keep your vitality alive well into your 70s and beyond. And stick with me until the end, because I'll share real success stories of men who felt they were losing themselves, only to regain energy, intimacy, and confidence with just a few small changes. The hidden truth about prostate health. Most men don't realize it, but the prostate is like the engine filter of your reproductive system. Its job is to produce fluid that nourishes and protects sperm. But after 60, that engine filter can get clogged, literally. Inflammation, poor circulation, and hormonal decline cause the prostate to swell, making urination difficult, intimacy frustrating, and in some cases, leading to prostate cancer. Now here's where masturbation enters the conversation. Daily release can actually help flush the prostate, reducing the buildup of old fluids and toxins. Think of it as a natural cleaning system. But here's the catch: if your diet, lifestyle, and blood circulation are poor, daily release won't protect you. Instead, it can leave you drained, tired, and even worsen inflammation. So, it's not about stopping masturbation, it's about supporting your prostate with the right nutrients, blood flow, and lifestyle so that it becomes a tool for health, not a burden. The role of blood flow. If there's one thing men over 60 need to understand, it's this: your prostate thrives on circulation. Without strong blood flow, the gland becomes stiff, inflamed, and vulnerable. Daily masturbation increases blood flow for a short time, yes. But if your arteries are clogged, if your diet is poor, then the circulation to your pelvic area remains weak. That's why so many older men complain of weaker erections, reduced sensation, or incomplete release. It's not always about testosterone. It's about oxygen, nutrients, and proper circulation reaching the prostate and the entire pelvic region. And here's the exciting news. By choosing the right foods, you can restore circulation naturally, making not only your prostate healthier but also improving your energy, confidence, and performance. So let's talk about the foods that make the difference. Food number 1. Tomatoes. Tomatoes may look humble on your plate, but they are one of the most powerful prostate-protecting foods you can eat. They are rich in lycopene, a natural antioxidant that reduces prostate inflammation and lowers the risk of prostate enlargement and cancer. I had a patient, Robert, who came to me at 67 complaining of frequent night urination and low energy. After examining his lifestyle, I suggested adding cooked tomatoes to his meals at least 4 times per week: tomato soup, pasta with tomato sauce, or simply roasted tomatoes with olive oil. Within 3 months, his PSA levels improved, his urination became less urgent, and he told me, "Doc, I feel lighter, like the pressure inside is finally gone." That's the power of lycopene. It supports the prostate at a cellular level, and when combined with daily sexual release, it helps keep the gland flushed and clean. Food number 2, pomegranate. Pomegranate juice isn't just refreshing, it's like rocket fuel for your circulation. This fruit is packed with antioxidants that improve blood flow to the pelvic area, enhancing both erections and prostate health. I remember a man named Charles, 72 years old, who felt his intimacy days were over. He had given up on romance because his blood flow was so weak. I suggested one simple change: a glass of unsweetened pomegranate juice every morning. Within 6 weeks, he reported stronger morning erections, more energy, and he even felt his prostate pressure reduce. He joked that his wife started looking at him differently again. Science confirms this. Pomegranate increases nitric oxide, the same pathway targeted by medications like Viagra, but naturally and without side effects. Food number 3, fatty fish. Salmon, sardines, and mackerel. These oily fish are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids that fight inflammation throughout the body, including the prostate. Chronic inflammation is one of the biggest hidden dangers of daily masturbation after 60. Without proper nutrition, the repetitive stimulation can irritate the prostate. But with omega-3s, the gland stays calm and nourished. One of my patients, a retired firefighter, said he swapped his fried foods for grilled salmon 3 nights a week. He told me not only did his prostate pain vanish, but his joints felt better, and he even slept deeper. Omega-3s don't just protect your prostate, they reduce the risk of stroke, heart attack, and arthritis, which are common concerns for men your age. Food number 4, nuts and seeds. Gentlemen, if you're looking for a simple snack that fuels your prostate, look no further than nuts and seeds. Walnuts, almonds, and especially pumpkin seeds are rich in zinc, a mineral your prostate craves. Zinc supports testosterone balance, improves sperm quality, and helps keep the gland healthy. When I recommend a small handful of mixed nuts daily, men often come back with surprising stories. One man told me, "Doc, I didn't change much else, but within 2 months of adding pumpkin seeds, I felt more alive down there." That's because zinc nourishes the prostate directly, and when combined with regular ejaculation, it helps flush the gland and reduce congestion. Food number 5, green tea. Now, let's not forget the power of green tea. This simple beverage is a prostate's best friend. Rich in catechins, plant compounds that fight cancer and inflammation, green tea supports circulation and reduces the risk of prostate enlargement. I often suggest replacing 1 cup of coffee with green tea each day. Not only does it protect the prostate, but it also calms the nervous system, reduces stress, and helps with weight control. A calmer mind, better circulation, and reduced inflammation. This is the trifecta of prostate health, balancing daily release. So, where does this leave us on the big question of daily masturbation after 60? The answer is balance. Daily release can help clean and maintain your prostate, but without the right diet, hydration, and rest, it can leave you depleted. Think of it like exercise. If you work out daily but don't eat or sleep well, your body breaks down. But if you nourish yourself, the exercise makes you stronger. The same goes for your prostate. Masturbation itself isn't the problem, it's what you support it with. The emotional side of vitality. I want to share something many men hesitate to talk about. Intimacy and sexual health after 60 are not just physical, they're deeply emotional. When men lose confidence in their ability to perform, they often withdraw from their partners, feel ashamed, and even depressed. But I've seen the opposite happen too. When men regain circulation, strengthen their prostate, and embrace a balanced approach to release, their confidence skyrockets. One patient's wife told me, "Doctor, I feel like I got my husband back, not just in the bedroom but in life." That's how powerful this transformation can be, busting the myths. Now, let's bust a common myth. Many men over 60 believe that masturbation weakens their prostate or drains their energy permanently. That's not entirely true. What actually happens is that without proper nutrition and rest, frequent release can make you feel tired because your body is not replenishing essential nutrients like zinc, magnesium, and testosterone precursors. But when your diet supports you, daily release may actually reduce your risk of prostate congestion and even lower your chance of developing prostate cancer. Science backs this up. Studies show that men who ejaculate regularly, around 21 times per month, have a lower risk of prostate cancer. Gentlemen, this is not about guilt or shame. It's about learning how your body works after 60 and supporting it the right way. Lifestyle habits beyond food. Of course, diet is only one piece of the puzzle. Lifestyle habits matter just as much. Regular walking, light strength training, and pelvic floor exercises all improve blood circulation to the prostate and reduce inflammation. I had one patient who started with just 15 minutes of daily walking after dinner. Within 3 months, his nocturia, those frustrating nightly trips to the bathroom, reduced from 4 times a night to just 1. Movement is medicine, gentlemen. Combine daily light exercise with hydration and stress reduction, and your prostate will thank you. Daily release, when paired with this lifestyle, works as part of a complete system for vitality. A patient story, Michael's journey. Let me share Michael's story. At 68, he came into my office frustrated and embarrassed. He said, "Doc, I feel like a shadow of myself. I can't enjoy intimacy, I'm up at night constantly, and I've lost all desire." After reviewing his diet, I noticed he was living on processed foods and little hydration. I put him on a plan: daily tomatoes, pomegranate juice, fatty fish twice a week, pumpkin seeds, and 1 cup of green tea every afternoon. I also recommended moderate daily masturbation to keep the prostate flushed. 6 months later, Michael returned with tears in his eyes. He said, "Doctor, my wife and I are holding hands again, and I wake up with energy I thought was gone forever." His PSA levels dropped, his sleep improved, and his intimacy returned. Michael is proof that it's never too late to restore vitality, the role of stress and the mind. Another hidden factor affecting your prostate is stress. Men over 60 often carry the weight of financial worries, health fears, or loneliness. Stress increases cortisol, a hormone that inflames the prostate and blocks testosterone. Daily masturbation can sometimes act as a stress relief, but without addressing the root cause, the relief is temporary. That's why I recommend meditation, prayer, or simple deep breathing. One man I treated combined his daily prostate-friendly foods with 10 minutes of morning meditation. He said, "Doc, it feels like my body and mind are finally in sync." Remember, your brain and prostate are connected. Reduce stress, and your prostate and intimacy improve naturally. Hydration and prostate health. Gentlemen, don't underestimate the power of water. The prostate is part of your urinary system, and dehydration makes it irritated and more likely to swell. I recommend aiming for at least 6 to 8 glasses of water daily, spread throughout the day. One man told me he cut down his coffee and replaced it with water and green tea. Within weeks, his urgency reduced, and his flow improved. Masturbation after 60 works best when your body is hydrated, because your prostate fluids are thinner, cleaner, and easier to flush out. Think of hydration as oil for your engine. Without it, everything runs rough. Building a prostate-safe daily routine. Here's how a prostate-friendly daily routine might look for you. Start your morning with a glass of water and a small handful of pumpkin seeds. Have oatmeal with blueberries and walnuts for breakfast. At lunch, include a salad with tomatoes and olive oil. In the afternoon, sip on green tea instead of coffee. For dinner, enjoy grilled salmon with steamed vegetables and maybe a glass of pomegranate juice. Add in 15 to 20 minutes of walking, light stretches, and, if you choose, a moment of daily sexual release to keep the prostate flushed. Simple, powerful, and completely doable for men over 60. Motivational closing story. Before we close, I want to leave you with one more story. A gentleman named Henry, age 74, told me he had accepted that his vitality was over. He thought intimacy was behind him, and he lived in constant fear of prostate cancer. But when he embraced this balanced lifestyle, foods, hydration, exercise, and moderate daily release, his life changed. Within a year, his prostate tests improved, his wife told me their marriage had woken up again, and he said, "Doctor, I feel like I've been given 10 more years of youth." That's the power of knowledge, gentlemen. It's not too late. Call to action and closing. So, my friends, here's the truth. Daily masturbation after 60 is not harmful when supported with the right lifestyle. It can actually be part of a healthy, vibrant life. Your prostate needs circulation, nutrients, hydration, and balance. Tomatoes, pomegranate, fatty fish, nuts, and green tea are simple, natural tools you can start today. Combine them with movement, stress reduction, and hydration, and you'll notice the difference not just in your prostate, but in your confidence, your energy, and your relationships. If this video gave you hope or clarity, don't keep it to yourself, share it with another man who may be struggling silently. And if you want more health advice designed for men over 60, subscribe to this channel and stay with me on this journey. Remember, age is just a number, but vitality is a choice. Make yours today.